Witam was wszystkich w kolejnym odcinku z Over Loathing. Nie chce mi się Isaaca nagrywać, będę z wami szczery. Isaac mnie nudzi, nie chce mi się już go nagrywać, więc nagrałem się do Over Loathing. Teoretycznie dzisiaj powinien być znowu The Boy. Powinien być znowu The Boy. Ale nie ma, bo nudzi mi się Isaac. Enjoy those Gatorades. Oh, hope you ain't hiding them from me. I got the heights needed. John chuckles inappropriately. Need? Got news for you. Don't need them. You keep them. That was just a test. Wanted to see if I could trust you with the real work. Seems I can. Ready for some real hunting? Even if it was a test, I think I should get paid. What's real hunting? Truth is, I got no need for 5 Gatorades. My ambitions are far bigger. You met Paul. You know, he's mute. I'm working to build him a leather tongue. So, what do you need for that? 10 Gatorades. Okay, I can do that. Great, my brother will be thrilled. I'd better be going. Czyli tak naprawdę poszedłem zdobyć 6 skór, bo ja chyba mam 6 skór. Po to, żeby zawrócił mnie z powrotem do wioski, żebym zdobył dla niego 4 więcej skóry. I to nie by była ta prawdziwa walka. To kurwa prawdziwy test, co? Ja pierdolę. Nie no świetnie, mi tam to nie przeszkadza, co nie? Mi tam to nie przeszkadza. I tak jak mówię, ja walki będę wam skipować, bo to jest naprawdę... Znaczy, wiecie co, nie będę wam skipować, zobaczycie jak to kurwa wyglądają walki tutaj, w tej grze. Biorę mojego po prostu moskito, żeby atakował chyba każdego. I tyle. I tak wyglądają walki. That's the whole fucking thing about it. Czemu zaatakowała? Okej. No, czasami Suzy se umrze, czasami umrze sobie ktoś inny jeszcze, mój pająk zwłaszcza, czasami umrze sobie mój moskit. Ja przeważnie nie umieram. Ważnie. Przeważnie. Jeszcze nie wydaje mi się, żebym umarł chociaż raz, kiedy nie nagrywałem? Tak mi się wydaje? I guess. Chyba nie przegrałem jeszcze ani razu. Gator Stick, Nasty Pastry, Swamp Mushroom, Gator Hide, 4 Gator Hide'y. I guess to też wyczyszczę, ale to już wam skipnę. A kurwa, nagrywam to dalej, co? Serio? Czekaj. Nie przestałem nagrywać tego? I guess nie. Damn. Musiałem nacisnąć 9 zamiast 8. Okej. Good to see you again, but what really made me smile is you had 10 gator hides. I've got your gator hides. Beautiful, that's a beautiful leather, and I'll make a beautiful tongue. You can look at any animal and tell me what sort of tongue its hide will make. You don't believe me, do you? Go on, name any animal. A whale. Is that a trick question? I never heard of a whale. Okay. That's the tongue sorted, but without something to animate it. Just a lump of leather flesh. What I need, mate. What my brother Paul really needs is the power of speech. So this next part is going to be much easier to explain if you've ever read The Little Mermaid. I'm not I can get you a mermaid, that's no problem. Don't need to hunt a mermaid, mate. What you might not know is that the fairy tale about a little mermaid who gives up her voice is based on a real-life story of a Gatorman merman who traded his voice for a bucket of ham. That's what gave Hans Christian Gatorman the idea. I tracked that voice down to a fishing hole in the Gator village I told you about before. I must have it. Anything for my brother. Finally, family is everything, mate. I'd better be going then. Okej, idziemy odzyskać głos dla Paula. Czekaj, ja coś miałem. That obelisk business was strange, huh? Yeah, that was pretty cuttlefish, alright. What was the scoreback? Beats me, I went in a weird hole and everything went black and or ghostly, yeah. You're all see-through. It was screwy as fruitcake. Damn. Fish. Voice of a Gatorman. Mam nadzieję, że to nie przyjdzie później, żeby mnie kurwa ujebać z jakiegoś powodu, jakimś cudem. O! The hunters have become the caged. Oh no, the Gatorman detective, he thought he was only a myth. You're a Gatorman detective, I presume. Presumation accurate. Accusing hunters, crime grievous, butchering Gatorman, killing mailmen, despoiling lands, speak you, be a compliance, Or be alligator. I wouldn't harm a scale on a gator's head. What I can say is I didn't kill the Gatorman mailman. He's onto you. I didn't harm a scale on a gator's head. Telling truth, Controlling lands, What will you do with those men? Mailmen dead, suspect hunters. Have trial, find guilty, consume them. You're going to eat them, drink them. Could you let them go, maybe? I'm unaccepting the justice, liquefy them. What happened? He snatched, didn't I? Got snatched, didn't I? It's funny, I'm calmer than I thought I'd be. That mailman's slaughter been hanging on my conscience some, and I think I'd been expecting the claw of Johnny Law before too long, but Paul, he wasn't wrapped up in this. It's not fair that he should go down for it too. Paul and John eyes widen in anticipation as he pop the lid of the grimy jar. A whisk of breath escapes from the glass prison and wends its way through the bars of the cage, pausing in mid-air then darting up Paul's nostrils. The Gatorman is far too baffled by this to react. Freshly animated, Paul's leather tongue sets to aging. Enough of obscene murder. In asymmetric service to animalistic desire, each of you practice a violence that is worse than base. It's vicious, it's corrupt, it is wrong. I call an end to all aggression. I call it now. At stake is the product of life itself. Pa, what are you saying? The Paul letters says 3 words so painfully profound they reduce not just his brothers but his Gatorman captor to entire tears. It's not important. Come on, told me. Don't worry about it. Look, everyone's moving on already. Gushing genuine crocodile tears, the Gatorman detective unlocks the cage and brings both brothers into an embrace. Paul, the hunting, the killer, all of it. I didn't do it. I did it to bring back your voice. In finding me a tongue, you gave away your heart. No longer can I recognize all our blood in the ocean if you have spilled. I call you brother no more. Let's focus on the positives. Paul has a leather tongue. At Paul's urging, John tosses his knife into the swamp. In a repetition of violence, the Gatorman is so moved he tosses his magnifying glass in solitary. Grab the items before they sink, but be casual about it. 5 times your muscle in physical damage, eventually. Huh. Without even looking, you hook both discarded weapons on the tip of your foot and flip them up into your pocket. Paul eloquently negotiates a resulting of the mailman murder. John will go with the Gatorman to face trial, but the death penalty will not be levied against him. This can be goodbye, brother. I don't wish it. Know that I see you again, it will be for the last time. I'll use the loss of my life to build a ladder to heaven of my own, so that I may protect the dinosaurs from men like you. Say thank you to nobody in particular. Damn! A to ciekawe. I guess chociaż dałem mu to. Hello, Paul. It seems our paths are fated to cross. How are things between you and your brother? He may be my blood, but I will not call him brother. Our blood is undone by all that which he has spilled in the causes of violence and vengeance. When next we meet, it will be in the Azure Empire, upon the highest rung of our respective ladder to heaven. So great then. What will you do now? I build a ladder to heaven, which as we speak grows rung by rung. What will that be done? I expect for several weeks. Can we trade? Hello, Gatorade. This is muscle plus 5 physical damage. Titanium Staple Remover. No, nie sprzedał tego. Yeah. Just sell it? Nice. Gold-plated cable. Nie, nic innego chyba nie sprzedaję. Never mind. Okej, nice. Ciekawe. Czy ja mogę zobaczyć teraz tu? Poor unfortunate mailman. Fuck. Nie pamiętam, czy ja miałem coś zrobić, a więc... Chwilę. Gatorman Hamlet. To był ten jeden Gator, który chciał broń ode mnie, prawda? Offer him a weapon. Weapon weak? No power. I guess jak największy base damage, co? I guess dire cornholder? Yes, good. Weapon strong. Save now. Thank you, man. No problem. You know there's a bunch of hobos collecting a camp outside of Ocean City. They're pretty accepting people. I don't think they mind you joining. Plus, it'd be handy to have some muscle around the place. Sound good. I go. Bye. Tak, well. Oddałem mu mojego cornholdera. Dobra, idziemy do Gatorman Fortress this time. Tym razem. Shadow Pickle. These Gator men aren't doing enough damage to each other for it to seem like a real fight. Either they're just sparring, or this is how Gator men arguments work. Either way, they aren't paying any attention to you. Sneak past them. Chciałbym tam wejść, więc... Ciekawe, czy będę mógł... Chyba 7 stench armora. I guess ja mam chyba 7 stench armora, co nie? The pipe turns out to be much longer than you expected, with a lot of twists and turns. Really efficient airflow in ventilation systems is not a big priority in Gatorman architecture. You eventually come out in either a garbage processing center or a kitchen. Ile ja mam stench resistance? Stench armor 3. 4. Mam 7 hot armora, jakby hot armor to jest bez problemu. Okej, dobra. Most of the filth was scrabbled out of the pipe by your passing. If you want to go back through it, I don't want that. Gatorman dinner bell. Ring it. It would be nonsensical and cruel to ring the dinner bell without making dinner face. Nonsensical and cruel is the Gatorman's standard of behavior. Let's not sink to their level. Wait. This is a kitchen, only in the sense that it's a place where food is prepared. Prepare a feast. Are you kidding? All the food here is days old, meat with bites taken out of it already. You'd die, not for me. The Gatorman. Oh, okay, I getcha. Well, there are some big hunches of some sort of carcass strewn about. If you can leave those onto the table, you might have the beginning of something. Prepare the feast. You poke around the cupboards, pulling out everything you can identify, and maybe, being Gatorman food, mainly telling the difference between old lumps of meat and old lumps of mud by whatever, it's got a bone sticking out of it. Since you don't know whether Gatorman avoid food with mold on it, or consider it an essential spice, you comprise and only scrape off half. When you pile all of that onto the table and garnish it with a sprig of parsley, hopefully this will hold the guard's attention for a while. A refrigerator on the chain wasn't attached very well and the whole thing comes loose. Neither the refrigerator nor the chain is in very good shape, but you're probably not going to find a better version of this very specific combination. Nie mogę tego otworzyć, co? Oh well. You bang on the bell with a discarded bone when crouch next to the door. The Gatorman guards are stemmed in and immediately start fighting over who gets the juiciest lump of whatever those lumps are made of, and don't notice you sneaking out into the hole. It's Charles! Charles! Shh, they'll hear you. Don't worry about it, the guards are all preoccupied with dinner. Well, I'm just glad I wasn't invited. You're the adventurous type and all. You know how to pick a lock? Only an appropriately shaped key. You'll have to get it off their little leader then. I think his room's down the other end of the hall. Okay, I'll be right back. Poszli se. Poggers. Tu nie powinno nic być. See if there's any shoes in it. Wide loafers. Grab it. Length of rust. Wait. Chloroform. Fish. I wanna fish in the chloroform. Chloroform. Fish. I wanna fish in the chloroform. Nie tykajcie się, kurwa. Dump it out. I see what you're going for, and sure, filling this place with chloroform fumes would knock out all the guards, but it also would knock you out. And the weather you're standing in is almost knee-deep water. You can double-check your to-do list if you want, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have the round scheduled for today. Yeah, okay. Znaczy... Gdyby to mi dało na przykład tak boost soaked handkerchief. No. Can do that. Sadly, but no. Ale ja latam przecież, kurwa. Hey, go away! Making the most of your stabbings. Deal 25% of an enemy's max HP in physical damage? Damn! 35%! Flash it. Ile mam expa? 800? Kurwa, dużo expa. Attach that chain you found. Climb down. Property private. Scrum. Nie wiem co tam było, ale scrum. You don't know what object is, but... Oh, wait, it's got blood all over it. It's an altar. Huh? What's that? Weird pedestal. Nie gadajcie, że zaczyna się. I serious, go away. Nie gadajcie, że znowu się zaczyna. Whatever it is, it's extremely broken. Mysticality, ja tu powinienem mieć to. Yeah. All of these blocks are clearly turning to move in a way that makes sense. They must have just gotten knocked out of alignment. You move the blocks around relative to each other until they start moving in a more satisfying pattern. Assuming you're a person who thinks a smooth circular pattern is more satisfying than juddery sparks spewing chaos. Surely everybody is that kind of person. Not this has to be done alright. Ow! Damn it! Oof! Ow! Ow! Damn it! Good grief, wouldn't have fixed it if you'd known it was gonna be so ungrateful. You can use 3 additional combat items per round. Boże, to jest to znowu pradawna technologia. Kurwa. Ale that's nice, though. That's very fucking nice. Już szczerze bałem się, że w ogóle tego nie będzie w tej grze już. Bałem się, że nie będzie niczego takiego w tej grze już. I warning, kill you. I warning you, you die. Is this some kind of ancient temple, Garyar, or something? It's shooting out a bunch of tightly focused beams of light that science doesn't yet have a name for, but which you can probably assume you don't want touching you. Avoid the beams. Okej. Zajebiste. Nie powiem. Nice! Turn it off. You worst, I destroy. Goliath, kill. Lemao. Cringe. Fish. I can fish in him. Fish. Fish in the blood of the heretic. Cursed key. You poke around in the mud until you find something that looks more or less like an old iron key, except kind of blurry. It sizzles and twitches in your hand as you pick it up. This has to be the key Charles mentioned. You look at that hulking Goliath at the end of the hall. There doesn't seem to be anything beyond it, and it looks like it could squash you in an instant. Best go back and unlock Charles. You make your way quickly back up to the room where it was being held. I know. I'm going the fuck back there. Boże, zapomniałem jak to się nazywało. Jak to się... Kurwa. Tak dawno już to było, że ja nie pamiętam jak nazywało się to. Ja legitnie nie pamiętam jak dawno to... Jak to się nazywało. Messing with this thing does not end well for the Gatorman chief. Doesn't look like it's going to end particularly well for you either. Really, you already got the key. You don't need to go toe to toe with a thing whose toes are as big as your head. Okay, I'm gonna do a whole fourth wall thing everybody loves. This is a super hard optional boss fight. Not at all balanced. We didn't even bother to test whether it's possible to win. It is, and I'll show you. Need some help, Naskami. I sure do need some help. Już widzę dlaczego. Okej. Już widzę dlaczego to tak jest napisane. -1 to all stats. Mam 3 AP. A nie +1 to all stats. Further knifing would be in poor taste. Okay. Powinienem tu mieć Rope, lasso. Sleeve damage, 3 bleeding. Cure bleeding. 10 HP, deal 13 damage to all enemies. 3 stand armor, 5 blade. On fire, remove. Decrease Goliath Gator's turn muscle, mystically and moxie by 5. Is confused and will not act next round. Dobrze byłoby, gdyby go tak nie atakować. Muscle, Mysticality. Increase all of its stats by 3 and then blast your entire party for 11. For 12. Okej, czyli on albo używa Mysticality, albo Moxie. Sleaze. Increase non-stamina Kai Mox by 3. Cha. No action points left, okej, dobra, to jest problem. On chyba zaatakuje za 14? 13, okej. Okej. On chyba zaatakuje teraz za ile? 17? Może 18? Trochę gorzej, okej. Szkoda, że nie mogę go snajpować jeszcze raz. To jest lekki problem. Ile ja mu zadaję? 30. Co on teraz robi? Entire party stats by 21. Nie wydaje mi się, że to będziesz robił. Confused. Intend to power up, increasing all of its stats by 3 and then attacking friendly spider for 48. Ja i tak nie mogę otrzymać więcej niż 5 obrażeń naraz. Wydaje mi się, że powinienem mieć ten mój ring, który nie pozwala na to. Increase by 3 and then attack Skegly Haglard for 60 physical damage. Okej. And then blast your entire party for 29 physical damage. Mam 34 HP. Okej. Nie powinienem umrzeć. Ja. 5 obrażeń mogę tylko otrzymywać. Co on robi? Entire party for 35. Okej, dobra. Szczerze sram się trochę, bo martwię się, że on może mi jakoś jebnąć mnie tak, że po prostu otrzymam więcej obrażeń. Minus 40. Co ja zrobię? Ja głupotę kompletną zrobiłem, okej. Zredukuje mi staty. Mam 1 Moxie. Nice. You won! Wow! I seriously would not have put money on that outcome. Ancient Wristwatch. 100% item dropu. By the way, osiągnięcie dostałem. Just showing off. You defend the Zigard Goliath. Wiecie co jest zabawne? Dosyć dużo ludzi to ma, tego questa ma. Myślałem, że dużo mniej osób będzie mieć tego questa. 15% osób masz to. Damn! Dużo osób ma tego. Ten achievement, I mean. Fucking hell. Jakie to są jeszcze? Jakie to są jeszcze takie osiągnięcia ciekawe? Fully decked out Monster Shock Sash. Nie mam najmniejszego pojęcia co to jest. Perfect Heist. All the Way. Don't Assignment. Jessica Chess. Temporal Oopsie. 10 Tickles. Freaky Frog Day. Sorry za to. Okej, dobra, nie ma żadnego więcej questa, który wydaje mi się, że tutaj mam do zrobienia. A powiem, to była naprawdę fajna walka. I mówię, najłatwiejszym sposobem był ten bottle cap ring do wygrania. Po prostu nie możesz otrzymać więcej niż 5 obrażeń naraz. To jest... jakby nie to, że coś, to nie jest dużo obrażeń. 5 obrażeń naraz to jest trochę obrażeń, ale... Kiedy walczy się z przeciwnikiem, który ma normalnie tam chyba zadaje po 40 ci obrażeń, no to wiecie. Duża różnica. You found the key? I think so, it's kind of weird though. Yeah, I don't like the looks of that at all. I bet the dollars to donuts that the artifact we were looking for. It couldn't possibly be the key to this random Gatorman cage in the middle of nowhere then, could it? Well, it might have some kind of key-related powers. Normally, I advise against using it, but I don't see any other way out of this mess. Okay, here goes. The key shifts unpleasantly in your hand, buzzing and clicking through a jerky light show of shapes, as though searching for a particular slice of higher dimensional object that will fit this lock. When it finally finds the right one, it jerks forward in your hand and twists, and the lock clicks open. Your hand feels numb. Thanks, Ascami. Thought for sure my bacon was well and truly fried. Don't mention it, Charles. Let's just get the heck out of this dump. With no further cost to stick around, apart from any unfinished side quests you might have, but you can always come back for them later. You escort Charles back to town. Scam found the cursed artifact and brought Charles back home safely. Can't express how grateful I am. I don't know what we'd do without him. Thank you so much. Oh, it wasn't nothing, but you know. Yeah, I get it. Don't forget to uncurse that thing before you go to bed. This key seems like it has the power to open any lock that could be extremely useful. Would it really be all that bad if I didn't uncurse it? Well, I'm not gonna drag you into the machine and force you to do it, but yes, don't actually know what would happen if you don't uncurse it, but I assume it would be pretty bad. Look, you uncurse all the other things, right? Yes. Great, so go ahead and uncurse this too, okay? Better safe than sorry. Alright. No! Hell no, bitch! Jakby zastanawiam się. Jeżeli może otworzyć wszystko. Jeżeli to może otworzyć wszystko. Could it? No. Miałem nadzieję. By the way, znalazłem parę dat. Nie wiem, czy pokazywałem to wam, że znalazłem parę dat. No właśnie. You found something. Died. Largemouth Lake. Luke. Bass fish. Large. Huh. Smellology. Aha, there's something about a wrecked riverboat in the swamp. To do, a new charter riverboat, the longer fellow, was announced. Those possessed of sufficient endowment to charter the vessel and guaranteed time of their lives, according to the boat's owner, Mr. Henry Langerford, who is the younger and longer brother of Putty Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. At the riverboat's champagne string on the Crystal Dream River, one reporter was heard to joke, "Is there a long East fellow?" To which Mr. Longfellow replied somebody, "No, that is a myth. I guess that's all for to do." Nothing. Yes. Find something interesting. The commemorated editor-in-chief, Governor Burge's birthday, the August 5th, 1900 edition of the paper is printed entirely on meat. That's awfully generous of him to explain a fair amount about how his place went out of business. He plucked it out of the archives. The day's paper tells you of the disappearance of the charter riverboat Longerflow. All passengers and crew are presumed deceased. The riverboat's owner, Henry Lungerford, is quoted to say, "There are many things that are long, such as boats in some distances, but the longest of all is grief." The article is not much help, but further down the page there's a coupon for free meat. Click the coupon. Who'd print this? There's an article about a miners' strike at Haim Quarry. Apparently, the workers were striking for better pay, living conditions, and safety. The strike was broken up by the Pinkertons, and one worker was killed and two others wounded in the resulting fight. The article ends with a note from the editor. "We would like to make it clear that the workers were neither miners nor, strictly speaking, miners." Edit. Jeez. Dobra. Wracam do Big Moista. Just sell it? Jakby mid dropu nie potrzebuję jakoś bardzo naprawdę. You've been handling a lot of cursed objects late, but this one seems especially dangerous. It's an eventful wait. Let's go to the treehouse. All of a sudden you hear a Gatorman screaming wildly to your left. And then, just as suddenly, another Gatorman starts screaming to your right. You hear an angry snarl behind you and turn around. Another Gatorman. And oh yes. And then you hear someone say, behind you. So you turn around again. There's another Gatorman. You're surrounded. Right. Proof. Oh. Hello there, my friend. Well, mówię, zwykłe walki będę wam pomijał, one nie są niczym ciekawym. Jest to głównie po prostu zmuszanie mojego komara do robienia mojej całej roboty, więc polecam. Okay, I'm back, bitches. Let's go to the treehouse then. A bald cypress so tough and tall, it's no surprise some fellow has chosen to make it a treehouse. Hello? Hey, mister! Why'd you keep walking, huh? This here Will Hunter's treehouse, and the rules is ain't no grow up allowed. Who are you? Will Hunter, I said. What's up there? Oh, it ain't anything, sir, you don't want to see anyways. I do. Yeah. You'll tell. You're right, I will. Say, you're awful honest for a grown-up. What do you use that pencil you got there? Hey, that goes on pretty old Will Hunter, same as my licorice collection. Even licorice. No licorice. Wouldn't be called licorice because it ain't made of rice. It's called licorice because you lick it. But I'm saying mine's up so I can lick them all at once. How long have you been saving your licorice? Reckon it'll be a few months, so can't wait a few months of licorice so long as it's refrigerated good and proper. Have you refrigerated it? It's in my pocket with some ice, so I reckon so. What's your story, Will? There ain't much to tell. I ain't all my interest, Mr. I, sir. Not see the Volk like you nowadays. I am not see the Volk. Earth's in a pig birth? Yes. But you ain't seen as many as me, though. How many pig births have you seen, Will? Well, I reckon about 70, sir. What are you doing in a swamp? It's nothing special. Same thing every boy gets up to, I reckon. They want to know what this is. I ain't telling you anyways. Can you let me up? Now that I haven't been up in the middle Hunter's treehouse and I ain't fixing to break the streak. Not for nothing. You'll need to let me in, that's so. Well, that ain't for it, Will. Ain't my vital mission against the forces of evil. Mission, huh? That's just like a job. I ain't got no job, mister. I ain't need one. I ain't fixing to get by in life, dude. Add to the telescope you've got there. Fuck off. Daj mi trochę mięśni. Chyba nie mam jak mieć więcej mięśni. A nie mam, okej. Enough of this. It's time to clasp your robust limbs around the trunk as of the wet shedding surface and begin to shimmy. Hey now, this is private treehouse. Step or I'll turn you till you can stand up. Take the risk. Why? There is no boy up in the treehouse at all. Only the rare and sagging features of a human face sunk in the tree's very trunk. Surely that can be young Willie Hunter. Oh, well, I reckon now that ain't keeping on forced seeing my playing, I bet wicked mister. What happened to you? There ain't much to tell. That can't possibly be true. The great tree sighs, shedding scraps of bark that drift to the treehouse floor. Well, you ever heard of a doctor? Do you ever know what that is? Yes. Well, I know what a doctor is. Heck, what do you wanna be so mean for? I reckon most people you gonna ask they couldn't tell you about the Dr. Deus. I only ever met one doctor. Dr. Wiss, live on the same street in my step out. This morning paid me 6 bits to pay his pants and, well, hey, I swear I was fixing to do it, mister, but I heard there was an interesting trout down the river, a little wider than average, but not very wide. Just the way a Will Hunter likes. How can a boy resist? I agree. Need to go catch a slightly white trout. Are you asking me? No, yeah, I'm telling you, mister. Will Hunter couldn't resist a general the trout, and no boy who says couldn't is lying. Anyways, Duckwiz, you're in a real place, and to teach me a lesson, he went and cursed me to a tree branch. Be a tree. How did this doctor turn you into a tree? Don't ask Willie Hunter how. All I know is Dr. Lee got all kinds of powerful tools, tweezers, eye charts, but he use anything. What lesson are I supposed to learn from this? Not a iota pain fences in this thing I'm fixing to. Can you end this curse? Well, the doctor told me I'd be a tree till I could make good by painting a bunch of fences around town. Hard and fair for me to do like this, I'll tell you. I could do that for you. Oh, Mr. Paint fence. Wouldn't wanna do that. Sure I would. The wind picks up and snaps off a few weak twigs, but Will doesn't seem to mind. Say, that's real swell. Thanks a lot, mister. That duck who cursed me had a nice white picket fence, and he says something like, well, Hunter gotta paint 3 more fences just like his, or he'll be a tree forever. Paint 3 fences, got it. Can get my paints and brush on my knapsack, I just hand them to you, but I'm a tree. Is there a ladder you can put down? Suppose I can. Take the ladder in the way you and I know, though. That's part of this trick that I can sort of waggle around. When we're still a boy, I reckon I'd say it's like my fingers or nostrils. Will Hunter extends his long, arborescent fingers and her nostrils through the hole in the treehouse. Back to the swamp floor. You should be able to climb down those nostrils now. I'll see around, Will. Will's paint and brush. Take care of those, Will, yeah? A long-handled bard belonged to a grandfather. His grandfather. Don't think so. I keep an eye. Much obliged. See nothing out of this ordinary. The river runs around the trunks of trees. You're around, Will. I... 3 fensy? I guess... Kojarzę jakiś w kampusie, ale to był w tym środkowym chyba. Kurwa mać. Nie mam masy. 7. Wydaje mi się, że maks jaki mogę teraz zrobić, to byłoby chyba 8. Nihilizm detected. Jest. Chyba nie pamiętam, gdzie tutaj są. Jakieś płoty. Chemicals może? By the way, znalazłem to jedno miejsce na robaczki. I guess też tutaj mogę trochę połazić, posprawdzać. Ej, od razu znalazłem coś, tylko detour. Crystal Store, damn. Fajnie, że coś znalazłem chociażby. Shadow Milkshake. Nie wiem ile tam miałem znaleźć, 7? The property of this empty store has nothing to brighter. What are you selling? What do you think? Nothing. You're dead, right, aren't you? Not funny, don't you think? Cause you really think that a crystal store next to a crystal mine wouldn't sell crystals, would ya? I would, yes. Let me tell you a little story about a young woman whose name is me. I love little stories. My parents wanted me to go straight into college, so what I did. But college girls, they're only thinking about one thing, getting a degree so they can work in the mine. I'm not like a regular girls guy, I want to sell the things that come out of the mine. Sure, guys isn't such. So I dropped out and moved across 13 states to the best crystal mine in the country. But when I arrived, the mine was out of business, and now I'm where I even got started. Want me to check out that mine? Yeah, and break me of a couple crystals with your thinking. Asking you to clear out the whole mine, man. But if you just 3 crystals, I can afford. This is my whole territory down there. Ja wiem, że ja tak dosłownie... O kurwa. You see your past self coming up the road toward you, and remember that 300 me you owe you. Maybe I ought to pay that back. Here, take this meat, and I guess I should be repaying it to the future me, but that's me now, so you'll have to do. You'll have to do, but what's the point in giving me meat if I have to give it back later? You'll be making meat more easily later. So this won't seem like a mud then, just think of it as no interaction loan. In the contrary, I actually am interested. You roll your eyes, God, what a cornball joke. You're frankly embarrassed to have made it, yeah. Anyway, don't forget to pay you back. Or the universe will probably explode or something. Ja wiem, że dosłownie co chwilę, kurwa, zmieniam flip fly, flip flops. Wiem, że dosłownie co chwilę zmieniam, kurwa, questy, które robię. Ale no nie mogę na to poradzić. Po prostu jestem zafascynowany tą grą i jak ona działa. Gum, look in mine. Something. Mówię, jestem zafascynowany tą grą po prostu. Uwielbiam ją. Travel reveals sparkly colored crystal inside. It's a geode. But how do I do that? I owe you one helmet. Extremely locked. Ride it. Ja... I guess nie mam dosłownie nic. Can of elevator grease. It's too far gone for Grease to help at this point. You really hope someone got fired for doing such a terrible job of taking care of this elevator. A co gdybym tak... This thing could run like a charm for the last 22 years. Okej. Czyli teraz powinno być ok. Ja? Działa! Nice! Bez kilofa bym tutaj nie przeszedł. Be kind. It's a column of frosty basalt. You compliment the basalt until it warms up to you. Antique blue jeans. Miner's journal. Ooh. Open a side passage into a new cave. A real big one. Lots of nice crystals outcropping. Should be a really good haul. Also, a bunch of big stone pillars. They look like the kind you get when a stalactite and stalagmite touch and keep going, but those are most commonly limestone. And these don't look like any limestone I ever saw. True Red. Pretty creepy. Probably I would chisel one open and see if there's anything good in the middle. Brought my chisel today, but I don't know what I was thinking. The ripstone columns don't have anything special in the middle of them. That doesn't make any sense. Gathered some of the regular crystals indeed. You know, maybe tomorrow I'll bust into one of those columns just to see, you know. There could be some really good and shiny treasure inside. I'm 100% certain there are no treasure inside those pillars. I don't even remember writing that last bit of yesterday's entry, and this is why I, Ezekiel Pixley, am definitely going to open up all of those pillars and claim their incredible treasure all for myself. First thing in the morning. With my hammer and chisel all ready to go, and gave one of the columns a great big kiss. That kinda made me stop and wonder what I was doing. I read back through this diary again and decided to blast the tunnel close and skip down. Get as far from here as I can. I'm leaving the diary in case anyone else finds the mine. Don't dig out those back tunnels unless you want the shiniest, sexiest treasure you ever saw on my name or my name and Ezekiel Pixley. Which is it? It is. It's completely me writing this. Go ahead and open the tunnel. It's fine. It's not fine. Shadow Rift. Step through it. Huh. Was my head always a pickaxe? Whatever is going on here, this unrelenting drift of shadow energy is certainly no blame. You should ask Jessica about this next time you see her. Saxophone Cure. Sacks of violence will deal additional damage per round. Actually, mine. Czy ja mogę jakoś to ominąć i dostać się tam? Na przykład wcześniej? Czy byłoby to możliwe, żeby dostać się tam wcześniej? Nie. Nie wygląda mi tak to. Employee of the month. To jest jakiś sposób, żeby... Nie widzę nic, co mógłbym tutaj zrobić, więc I guess niezbyt. I guess teoretycznie powinienem wrócić do Crystal Store'u i zapytać się jej. Mam pomysł, o! Hardware Store. Jarware's Hardware. Junk mail, match. Cave full of mushrooms. Sandwich museum. Nie wygląda mi na to, żeby jakoś móc to zrobić. Chwilę, ja muszę z powrotem zmienić to, gdzie to jest. Wait. The pet store. Coś jeszcze tutaj na 100% jest na tej mapie. No właśnie. Beep Posthole. Go check it. I fucking dare ya, go and check it. O kurwa. Pająki. It swore long ago that you'd never deliberately walk into an impenetrable mass of spider webs. There aren't as many spider eggs in here as there could be, but there are still too many. Beepos Hole at the top, and there's some fine print. Beepos Hole is named after Beepo P. Sarcho, who purchased this plot of land in 1903 with the stated intention of creating a shark sanctuary. He managed to dig one decent-sized pit, but before he could fill it up with sharks, it filled itself up with spiders, or perhaps it would be more accurate to say that spiders fill it with themselves. And their offsprings. Their teeming wonders of awful venomous offsprings. It is the opinion of the Crystal Dream Lake Historical Society that Beepos Hole should be avoided at all costs. In fact, we probably shouldn't have put this placard here or included it on any of our maps. May those you leave behind forgive us. Hello? Are you a person or mind-breaking quantity of baby spiders? Is that the kind of noise that you call Cadam Tree? Apart the cocoon, knowing that it's probably just a guy in there, but secretly hoping that it's a trillion baby spiders instead. Probably it is indeed a guy, but since you're so into spiders that you deliberately check this setting to let us know, why not take a second to close your eyes and imagine if it had been a trillion baby spiders, just pouring out of there and covering you entirely. Wow! Hey, thanks, friend. You had me worried for a sec, and you called me Doc. I came here to get some prairie gauze. It's a bit more than I bargained with. I'm Doc. Hi Doc, nice coming. I'm person for Dr. Harding. You're later a doctor. In the sense that doctoring must be a profession, yes. In the sense that I have a legal license for practicing it, no. You were looking for gauze? Yeah. The webs from big spiders like this make really great surgical gauze. It's strong, self-adhesive, and even sterile if it's really fresh. Unfortunately, I kinda got off more than I could chew. You can chew it too. No, I meant metaphorically. I see. You know there's a hobocam just outside of Ocean City. They could probably use a doctor. Great. This is some patience, because I'm much too eager to get doctoring. Zobaczmy. There are definitely a lot of spiders in that hole. I guess. Spider 1, Globe of Spider, Spider X. Creepy forest fetish. Arachnofonii nie robię, arachnofilię tak, arachnofonii już... Tłumacz. Pet store? Nie wiem ile tam dla ciebie potrzebowałem. I'm done. Alas, this is even more than I asked for. As promised, honest pay for honest work. You can't help but think that revolting pay would be more appropriate, but Grady beats you to that by pulling a flower pot out from behind the counter and handing it to you with a grin. But that Nightcrawler. A, już pamiętam. Od niego nie mogłem nic kupić. A, by the way. Pretty much just a big worm. Oh, worm, I'm intrigued. You're right to be. A worm is a valuable ally. Imagine a snake, except your enemies can tell which end is the head and which is the butt. They won't know if it's coming or going. Can it poison things like a snake? No, but it's slime and people hate that. Super gross. Slimy. Gross. Big. Long. Jak mogę to nazwać? Kurwa. Pinos. Chyba nazwałem już to Pinos. Chyba jednego mam nazwanego Pinos. Ja chyba jedno zwierzę mam już nazwane Pinos, prawda? Pinos the Snake i Pinos the Worm. Totally out of pets. Damn. Oil Stillery może będzie jakiś płot? Szczerze nie wydaje mi się, żeby był. Nie wiem. Wiecie co, nie mogę znaleźć żadnego płotu. Pójdźmy do Hobokampu. No to co to? Huh, there's an old gravestone here. Pepperidge Dolphin. What the heck? Pepperidge Dolphin died 150 years ago. Then, was that man in the boxer car? Hello again. Yeah. Oh, I startled you. That's really sorry. Pepperidge, you're alive. Well, yes. Was that in question? His gravestone says, yeah, I see. No. My great-grandfather's, I was named after him. I decided to bring it with me as another souvenir, in addition to my father's padlock collection. Well, that makes sense. Sure. How's it going, Pepperidge? Quite well. It's very nice little community that you've got here. A marvelous first step on my new path as a world traveler. Nice, I hope that goes well for you. I'm quite certain my travel will be completely free of danger or violent misfortune. Wanna buy this? No, thank you. Do you know any hobo gold? I've learned some since my arrival, yes. Yes, I can do after the help you've given me here. I'll write it down. He gives something down on a scrap of paper and hands it to you. I don't really understand this one. He takes the paper, rotates about 30 degrees and hands it back. Oh, got it. That's quite alright, no need to apologize. He's a Gator hobo you met in the Gatorman Hamlet. You probably already recognize him though. Oh, hello. Oh, hi. I see you found the place. Yes, thanks. Come good, people nice. Glad to hear it. By the way, my name is Naskami. Hello, Naskami. Name a Gator mom. Wanna buy this? No, thanks. Cavities, many teeth, very bad. Yes, I share. He teaches you some symbol, mainly concerning with hunting and dentistry. Wanna buy this? No thanks, natural rock candy gives me moonshine, a weird gravel flavor. Wanna buy this? No thanks, I can't play right with sticky fingers. Hey, wanna buy this? Oh, yeah. Old grate of cream. Oh, that was meat sound. It's plenty high to be honest. Okay, 500 then. Grabs the candy and shoves the meat in your hand before you can protest. You know guy named Sure, that's my brother. We don't really get along though. What's up with that guy up to? Working for the mob. Figures. Wait, your parents named you both Steve? No, they named Creamy. And him Greasy. Ah. Rozumiem. Czy był tu jeszcze ktoś? Tutaj śpią, więc... Ciekawe, czy kiedyś będę mógł tam wejść. I like the camp, see around. Coś? Jeszcze ktoś nowy? Hello Derek, I like your brand. Oh hello, thanks for pointing me here. It's been great, nice. Yeah, I bet everyone's really glad to have a doctor around. Yeah, although we've got a pretty robust lot here, so... There hasn't been anything really interesting for me to do yet, but you know what they say, every unremoved appendix is basically a tricky time bomb. Can you spare some first aid supplies? Sure, here you go. Use them in good health. No, wait, that would be wasteful. Wait until you're in bad health. Thanks, Doc. Not sure I can teach you some hobo codes for all kinds of medical terms. Oh, yes. Hey, Walter. Walter. Ah, Naskami. You're around a lot, right? In what sense exactly? You go lots of places. Ah, yeah. I think you might be in the vicinity of Seaside Institute of Technology anytime soon. I have a small delivery I need someone to make. Sure, can do that. I've received word that a hobo out there has come into possession of a number of old dorm room beds. And they... ooh. Hobo, okay. Well, you've been very well. General outline plan is I intend to fund an entire city of and 4 hobos to long have a charge on the laws and economic pressure of this land. Shoot. Dobra, ja wam dziękuję za obejrzenie tego odcinka, jest już chyba 15. Jest już po 15. Ja wam dziękuję za obejrzenie tego odcinka, ten odcinek jest już bardzo długi, ma godzinę 10 prawie minut. Więc ja dziękuję wam za obejrzenie, widzimy się w kolejnym